Well, no snow in the forecast, but the wind, boy, it's whipping off of Lake Erie and into Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here. As it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. When you talk about this Jets defense, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
As his man, it's Shakir. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. The Bills at 4 and 12 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
319.
And again, it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 19-yard line.
What is that?
They run for the first time with James Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Allen. And he is caught. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills 7, Jets nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Jets first down. 2 yards on the play.
Now Fields.
New York.
He finds Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 34 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go, son. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go. 220. Go.
Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Jets 14, Bills 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Green knife.
Fields now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's 3rd down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It's now
2nd and 10. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bills 21. Jets 14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Fields. And a completion to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
On play action, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
11 more yards. That's another Jets. First down.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Lazard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 61 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And check down complete to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Palmer. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, 19 instruction.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
winning. 19 winning. Here we go. Extend.
Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go, slide. Right.
The final shot before break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19, just one. EQ! Right.
On first down, right back to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's taken down inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Fields. That's caught left. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. It's Sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. This is 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Shakir across the formation. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to look deep for more. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore, 64 yards. And the Bills strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bills 28, Jets 21. And Prater is set to...
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Hall want to give up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
I guess they gave me one, you gave you one too.
75 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Don't jump. Ready?
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th.
29.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Allen going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir from 3 yards out. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Fields now to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34.
Here we go. Go.
On a counter, it's Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 27 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the extra point is Folk. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 68 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now Prater to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bills 43, Jets 35. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields. To Allen on the dump off. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10.
Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Go.
Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance.
Good game, Cat.
Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bills, they do finish things out with a victory here in Week 18, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year at 5-12. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.